Alrighty, last one for today. I opened up a new position yesterday in COHR, Coherent Corp. Here's the overall daily. So single stock window. These are the trades that I'm still in. Tesla on VRT, and which I just did, sent out a trade review there, and then CORH. Looking at here, here's the overall daily look. Blue lines are levels. So for me, this is a breakout. This isn't just a level break and pull back. This is a breakout and pull back, price correction to the 10 EMA. As you can see, it's very similar to VRT. I considered it relative strength. As the market sold off, these guys were, they got big red bars, but they were ended up getting bought up. So to me, this is a very strong move. Market was selling. It was holding up nicely these 1, 2, 3 days while it did that. This is a pretty, high volume topping, a lot of unloading here and selling. So I like this consolidation, lack of follow through after a strong move up and breakout. And so to me, this was just being supported by buyers. We have 3.5% short float, 1.56 days to cover, nothing too crazy. And then luckily today, I got a nice move of 3.7%. Just based off of basically those three bottoming tails. And it ended up leaving a nice bullish engulfing candle on increased volume relative to yesterday anyways. And our vol is 1.21. So not bad. So how did I do it execution wise? Let me open up my, come on now. Here we go. So we have, it's kind of sloppy. Let me clean this up real quick. Hide that. Okay, so 30-minute time frame. That's kind of where I just feel like I can see structure a little bit better. You can see the nice rounding bottom it held on these 1, 2, 3 days here. It'll be easier to see that if I do this. 1, 2, 3 days. And so I entered yesterday. How did I? And then this white line's the 10 EMA. Okay. So it was honoring the 10 EMA for 3 days, honoring this level for 3 days, this 87.20, 87.17 for 3 days. Lack of supply, in my opinion, there. So I took the trade yesterday. How did I do it? I was indeed at work, but I had a little bit of downtime. What I really liked is it gapped up and it sold off. Okay, it found support at the 10 EMA, and then I set followed the VWAP for the day, and it just continued to go chop up and down sideways, over and below VWAP, and then over here, I saw that it was kind of wedging here. So higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high. So it was kind of wedging there. And then I kind of treated this as here I thought it was kind of flagging and going to maintain over the anchored VWAP there. And so once it sold off, you could see another anchor VWAP right there. Once it sold off, I'm like, okay, well, let's wait until buyers get back in control from this little consolidation over VWAP. And so it kind of shook that out, came back into that range, and then had a strong move off of VWAP. And that's where I entered. And then I left, and then it got smacked right back down. But that's fine, right? Yeah, I'm not mad at how I executed it. I put my stop loss below the low of those 3 days. It's below the 10 EMA. And so, if I was getting stopped out, I knew my risk. I know my setup. I was happy with the execution. And that's that. And then, luckily today, P profile here. So this is probably a little bit of short covering. Let me look at the 30-minute. Yeah, so all of these open bars here, these unfilled spots are short covering, things where tails don't. Yeah, so this right here, we got some trap shorts at 90.55 or so to 90.24. So, yeah, I'll be looking for that level to hold. This is the anchored VWAP from this high, as you can see. And so price is now over that. In this environment, price hasn't been necessarily holding the anchored VWAP from the highs on the very first try. So I haven't been doing the anchored VWAP cross purchase, quote unquote. Brian Shannon, shout out. But I'm a little cautious. I wouldn't be shocked if it just came back in here a little bit and maybe set a higher low and continued on upwards. Or it'd be also cool if it continued to rip. I wouldn't be mad at that either. So that's how I did that. Hopefully that helps. Hope you guys enjoy this.